I go to my GM friend. I'm like, bro, please, can you do me a solid and just like, look, this thing has 20 mil, bro. Can you please just one shot?
Bro, there ain't no way you asked
for the one time.
Bro,
look, I meant no harm from it. If Blizzard wants to revoke that key or revoke my title, whatever.
Dude, it's not about you, man. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about the key. It's about everything else. Oh, here we go. Okay. Here we go. So those of you guys who don't know, there's a little bit of a story that's been going around. There's a Blizzard GM that was helping out a lady who was doing a retail WoW Mythic plus 23. He was helping her by literally just killing the mobs in a Mythic plus 23. So look at this post. To preface this, I have no idea if the title is accurate about the favorite streamer, but I did check the VODs and she was in fact not streaming when this run happened. Okay. Blizzard GM death touching mobs and M plus 23 for their favorite streamer, log linked. I'm pretty sure the GM was in the dungeon the entire time just watching and waiting. So I was perusing some Mythic Plus logs today while I was at work and I stumbled upon this curious one. A miraculous key, no right to be timed, so far behind and yet they pulled it out of nowhere for the win. Guess my surprise when I couldn't figure out how something died so quick and I dug a bit deeper and a GM death touched the mob. I waited all day to post this hoping Blizzard would come out in front of it, but here we are. Another Mythic Plus season tainted by cheating or incorrect title recipients. Can't say I'm surprised, but this one is a bit more egregious than forgetting to shut off the title at the end of the season. So I will say this about this post. This has 7,000 upvotes on the WoW subreddit, so what the hell? This is a beautifully crafted Reddit post to start a hate thread on somebody. Favorite streamer, it hits all the buzzwords, right? Favorite streamer, log linked, so he's got the evidence. You know, obviously if you have hate towards a streamer, you're gonna get bonus likes, you know, just because people hate their own lives, so they wanna hate somebody else too. And then here's the kicker, also she is a good buzzword to use whenever you wanna get bonus hate for the target. So yeah, I mean, I think they really did a good job kind of hitting on all the checkpoints here. But if you look at this, it is actually legit, even if he doesn't know favorite streamer or whatever. Apparently, now here's what's crazy, is everything logged in WoW? Sorry, in retail WoW, is everything logged? Most people running high keys have it set to auto. So this idiot was cheating in WoW and logged it and uploaded the log. Where is the death touch? Area death test. Kills all enemies in a 30-yard radius. Cheater. Requires Warlock. Of course Warlocks are cheaters. Wait, how many times was this cast? Who is Daijosai? Daijosai is the GM. The GM was probably invisible and casted it. Because you had Schizo Fiend, Trey Brew, Minizy, Balance Spec, Jabuka. So these are the 5 people in the group. But then there's another guy, Daijosai, who's the GM, who, look, I'm gonna be honest, there's no way this story is real. Blizzard having actual GMs to moderate their game? Come on, guys. There's no way this is real. All right, this is obviously fake and edited. There's no way that this is even gonna be possible. Okay, this is the best thing about Warcraft Logs right here. Damage done. So we're looking at the fight. Oh no, this is the whole raid. The whole Mythic Plus. Fractured image. Okay, so this is the boss, Lothraxian. There was trash remaining, the GM had to kill it for them. Where's the trash kill? It looks like he cast it at one time. Okay, it's right here, lingering image 4. So there's one single cast. Oh, look at that, it just died right there. They timed it with 14 seconds left. He did it so they could time it. There was no time left and the tank was a buyer. Wait, what? Okay, hold on, how did you get that information? It looks like there was one cast of area death test. Whenever we go through, this area death test occurs on lingering image 4 seconds after they engage it. Excuse me, 2 seconds after they engage it. Because you look at 2838 and then right here, 2840. If we look at a replay, wait, this is kind of insane. They didn't like egregiously run them through it, but they did cast it on the last one. Okay, so look at this replay right here. You can go through and you can see in this replay, I'm gonna move my camera a little bit. Let's scroll through here and they go all the way to the end and they like finish the dungeon, right? But I guess there's still mobs left. And then they go back to kill this one after some period of time, after a few seconds, they go back and kill lingering image 4. And in 2 seconds, they do 10% of its health. And then after that, it gets death touched. Area death. It gets killed by a GM named Daijosai, as we can see in the logs. If they did 10% damage in 2 seconds, I'm assuming what is the last mob in the dungeon. Then there's another 2 seconds. I mean, let's say at the same rate. It's not exactly like this because you have like execute damage and stuff like that, right? But let's just say roughly 2 seconds for 10%. That means at 90%, there's 18 seconds left. It would take them about 18 seconds to kill it. Now there's execute, whatever. Like, I don't know what all the retail stuff is right now, right? But I'm assuming that you do more damage as it gets less health because of execute phase. It happened to the boss too. Let's see. Lothraxian over one shot. Last 3 hits, death touch. Daijosai kills Lothraxian instantly with death touch. No way. How did you find this? That's the last boss. No way. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Look. It's already almost dead. There's no reason for him to do that. It's already almost dead. Cause look, okay, so here's what I'm looking at. Look behind my camera. I'm gonna move my camera again and look directly under me. This thing right here, it shows like the party health, okay? And then it shows right here like the boss's health, and they're doing damage. They're fine, they're not wiping. It's at 1.4 million health, and you can see how much damage it takes, how much DPS they're doing. It's pretty quick. It's going down in a fine rate. And then he just finishes it off for them. Now, they would have killed it anyway. And if you're a classic WoW player like me, maybe this is kind of like whatever, and you're like, okay, well, they were gonna kill it anyway. That's not the purpose of this. The purpose of this isn't killing the boss. The purpose of this is, in Mythic Plus, they do these timed runs. So they're trying to keep going to the next level. So this is a plus 23, meaning they do it, they complete a plus 23, they time the key, and then they can keep going up. They can keep doing, they can go 24. 1 second there, 18 seconds there, and they made it in time. Exactly. So because the purpose is trying to get it done in time, and the fact that they timed it by 14 seconds, by having it within those like, you know, just that little bit of time, then you kind of nullify the whole thing. Because what's supposed to happen is if you don't do it in time, you lose your key. You have to go down. If you listen to the interview, the guy literally says, I don't want to spend 30 minutes to do this again. Can you just, there's a video? There is a video of them in Discord. In my last message.
You say your piece.
We're doing the key.
Okay.
And
what? So hold on. What is going on here?
okay, but no, listen. Let me explain it to you.
Okay. You say your piece.
We're doing the key, and we killed the last boss, and I'm like, oh my god, we're missing %. Like, how? This route looked fine. And I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my god, he probably forgot the Arcanist on pull 1. Bro, I have to do this shit again. And then I'm like, I go to my GM friend, I'm like, bro, please, can you do me a solid and just, like, look, this thing has 20 mil, bro. Can you please just one shot?
Bro, there ain't no way
you asked for the one time.
Bro.
Look, I meant no harm from it. If Blizzard wants to revoke that key or revoke my title, whatever.
Dude, it's not about you, man. Like, the guy lost his job. He's gonna, I mean, I don't know if he's gonna lose his job, but like, that's on him. Bro, nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about the key. It's about everything else. No, he should have not done it. But also, bad friend, why are you putting him in that position? Why are you gonna put a guy in that position?
Whatever they see fit, key or revoke my title, whatever they see fit, I don't care. Like, personally, I think it was harmless. I didn't expect him to like do it. In hindsight, he shouldn't have done it. He was just like doing me a solid because I fucking hate homework keys. I hate Resil keys. I'm like, bro, my tank fucking up one pull, I now have to spend another 30 minutes of my life. Like,
that's the game.
I don't care, I'll do it.
I don't care, I'll do it? Well, you didn't. The GM did it because girl streamer in the group, he and her are flirting a bunch on X, which he deleted his account now. Dude, what? There's no way. Is there evidence of this? Also, were they just talking? Like, if you're just responding to their tweets, that's not flirting. Faults on both, but more on the GM? No, it is. 100% it's on the GM. Look, he refreshes the page. And it's, these posts are protected. Bro, to capstone my first week on WoW. Dude, he just started working on WoW in May, at the end of May. A month ago, 2 months ago, June, at the beginning of June. No way. Dude, here's the craziest part about this. These guys logged their run. The craziest part about this is they could have just gotten away with this if they didn't log their run and then upload it. The pug tank logged it. Oh my gosh. The guy who tanked, and he's the one who paid for a carry. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Oh my gosh. No way. Not necessarily. GM actions are logged and they probably review them. I mean, but it would have been internal. It wouldn't have been a public thing. And they would have probably been like, hey, if you ever do this again, you're gonna get freaking excommunicated from the church. But now that it's public, it's like, oh, okay, he doesn't like the warrant, you know what I mean? Because it's like you get a warning, like you don't have the opportunity for a warning.
Oh man.
Oh, dude, Asmus makes great videos. He makes little meme videos. They're so good.
Oh man. Whilst all my 3 colleagues are on lunch break, it's time to summon my favorite e-girl Twitch streamer and help them get Warglaives.
I do hate the freaking like the layup streamer hate. And while I understand some of it, because I do think there's a lot of streamers that are shitters, I do actually think this. It's like, there's not all of us, dude. Like I play the game for real.
That's enough. And I think, well, I hope that by doing this, I'll get the recognition I deserve. And perhaps, if I'm really lucky, she'll become my e-girlfriend. Or even shout out my name when I next type in Twitch chat. Oh boy, I would love that.
I would never do that.
The best part is, no one will ever know what I'm about to do, cause no one at Blizzard ever checks logs. There we go, my favourite e-girl Twitch streamer. Go and loot Warglaives of Azzinoth. My present just for you. I'm also gonna gift you 100 subs after this as well. I sincerely hope that's enough for a used sock or something. She's looted it. My job's done. Although there's tens of thousands of players that get automatically banned from automated reports, and every version of the game is rampant with bots. Here I am, insta-killing bosses for my favourite e-girl Twitch streamer. I'm always primed and ready to appear on any whim whenever she needs assistance. Oh, it's just about time to hop over to retail and insta-kill all the mythic keys as well. But not before I give her a gold cap on TBC Classic. No one will ever know.
Great video from Asmus. You know what? What if this is all fake? Oh my gosh, hold on. Chat, what if this is a ploy? This is a psyop by Blizzard for them to use this as an excuse as we can't trust real GMs and we only need to have AI GMs. No more GMs. Oh my gosh. The ultimate, most dastardly plan that Blizzard could ever do. What the frick? Oh no, dude. Insane that they logged the keys. I don't understand how people are downplaying this. See, here's the thing. If it wasn't about, it's the title, it's the keys. It's like, that's what's so bad. The spell being used, ID260 was the original use effect from the infamous Martin Fury. Dude, that's so funny. I was actually thinking about that whenever it said the cheater thing. Martin Fury. So Martin Fury is an item that was accidentally, so there's a little bit of a lore drop. So Martin Fury is an item that was accidentally given to somebody. I don't remember how it happened. I think somebody got their account hacked, and then whenever they got their account restored, they gave them all their items back. But then accidentally there was a shirt called Martin Fury in the thing. And what Martin Fury did at the time was exactly what this area death is. Kills all enemies in a 30-yard radius, cheater. So this person used the Martin Fury to kill a boss. I don't remember what boss did they kill in what expansion. They were like clearing a raid or something, and they ended up getting banned. I think they banned their whole guild permanently. Was it Ulduar? I'm pretty sure it was I think it was in Wrath of the Lich King. So I'm pretty sure it was Ulduar. It was Yogg Saron. So it looks like ever since then, they've changed what Martin Fury does. It's an unobtainable item to begin with, but they completely took the effect out of the game. And what it does now, in case it were to ever happen again, it just kills the person. It literally just suicides them. But Martin Fury used to be like a legendary quality shirt that would kill everything around you, and they would just spam it. Again, this was the only person that ever had this item because it was an accident. It was a GM item that they have like random GM items with crazy effects like in the files, and they accidentally gave it to somebody. This whole ordeal is insane to me. While you're doing that, feel free to strip Yara's account of the 2 Realm Best Mop achievements as well as the Mistwalker. She account shared back when you could account share collections via merge. Wait, dude, Mop? This person has had haters for over 10 years. But is that something that's actually happened? Was that actually real? Like, did they actually cheat that 10 years ago? Like, they have to have evidence of that to get rid of that. Then again, I mean, if they just want to perma the account. Please ban Yerabite. I don't care about the GM losing his job. Just ban the girl who's openly flaunting the achievement, acting like nothing can happen to her. GM simping on e-girl. Yep. Okay. You should check this video. Everything was figured out. Who did this and why? 3 of the people in this run are known for selling titles. What? Seems word is spreading fast. Plus 24 LF Blizz GM to one shot. Oh no. I was all ready to flame this post, but no, these dudes are legit using exploits to get GM abilities to time keys, otherwise wouldn't time. No, that's the thing that's crazy, is if I just read this, like if I just read this title, I would be like, whatever, this is just like some bullshit, right? Somebody complaining. But everything checks out. Beyond checks out. The guy even admitted to it. Curious how widespread this is. I made a log scanner that's currently looking through all over 20 dungeons and checking use of GM spells. Currently on 115k run scan. The only one it has found is the one in the OP. Well, I doubt that this is something that's like rampant. I mean, do you think a lot of these guys are that stupid to put their jobs at risk? I don't think so. I think it's a rarity. Like I don't think it's a rampant sort of deal. Oh my gosh, people are freaking crazy. Look at this guy. This guy's got freaking logs and cheater finder data set. Freaking code wizard. GM fired, streamer permanently banned should be the minimum here. If the guy asked him to do it, he probably did it for them before. I think if he did it once in such like a on a whim sort of thing, or if he was sitting in Discord just kind of waiting to help them time the key to make sure that he made the sale, I think that this was likely going on for a minute. What is this guy's job? He's quality analyst. Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. It's pretty quality if you ask me. I do think, generally speaking, firing somebody on like a first offense is harsh, but this is really, really bad. And it shows like a severe lack of judgment and lack of self-preservation is what I'm going to call it. Like that is not good, man. I really don't think people should be fired. I think it's pretty harsh, but like you got to be pretty heavy-handed on this punishment. And if they did fire him, I wouldn't be surprised either, but it's got to be a pretty heavy-handed punishment. The big problem is look at this one. We can no longer trust any unlogged or unstreamed high-end run is legit. This is the crux of the issue. Now, I don't really think that, I think this is an over-exaggeration. I think it's a little bit of an overreaction, but it is a factually correct statement. Now that this has happened, now that it has been logged, now that people know about it, there is a shadow of a doubt cast upon anything that picks or it didn't happen. You know, anything that doesn't have hard evidence, anything that's not logged, anything that's not streamed. It's kind of where we're at. Esfand is mad the GM wasn't helping him instead. Absolutely. It should have been me. The GM was a personal friend of the people on the run and was using their GM account abilities to watch the run. This was only caught because a Pug Tank uploaded the log publicly and would otherwise never have been caught. Yeah, that's the thing that's crazy. The thing is, the only people saying this, saying that this was a one-off thing are the people who cheated. People who we already know are dishonest. They went on a stream and practically boasted about it. We have no idea whatsoever if this was a one-off, if this is a commonplace, or anything in between, but just on probability, it seems extremely unlikely that the first time a GM does this, it just so happens to be caught in a public log. There are thousands of high-end runs every week that go completely unlogged and unstreamed, and the only evidence we have that they even happened is Raider.io capturing it on the Blizzard API, which doesn't give you any information about what went on in that run. We know there are very close relationships between Blizzard employees, content creators, and other high-end players. On NA, pretty much everyone who raids or does M+ high-end at least knows someone who works at Blizzard. It's very possible that there is even some anecdotal evidence that implies this, that this has been going on considerably longer than this just one run, and it could well be the case that GMs have been similarly interfering with higher rating too. We just don't know and can't trust anything not openly logged or streamed anymore. This GM and these people have completely effed the competitive integrity of the game for good. I mean, like, I think it's a slight overreaction. I don't think this is something that's rampant, but it's now seen as something that is a possibility. All high-end players need to wear body cam. True. I think it's a rare case of a guy who's in that position, who has an insane lapse in judgment, but to me, it's a lapse in judgment so great that like you have to question like, bro, what do you think is going to happen? You think nobody's going to find out? Let's go beyond nobody's going to find out. Do you think that you are sitting there watching these guys, observing their run. You're probably in a voice call with them. Because how else would you want to like immediately, hey, yo, or maybe he told them and he's like, hey, can you hop into my run on chat or whatever? I don't know, like in a DM earlier to like, and that's at that point it's premeditated, by the way. At that point it's premeditated. He could have also said like, hey, I'm doing a run. Do you want to come watch? Either way, the problem I think really stands with this one individual being a complete bonehead and not realizing if you do this, they have a pug tank who could be like, wait, what happened? And he could go tell people and talk about it. You have 4 other people in that run. You don't know them all. At what point is one of them going to be like, oh, dude, my buddy Daijosai or whatever went and he clears our runs for us. Oh, we sell these keys and we have a GM that does this thing. People are going to find out. And I think this like feeling of like immunity, like it's not just like how do you think nobody's gonna find out, but it's like even if you can't think of a way that somebody's gonna find out, the arrogance in thinking that there's no way that anybody will know what happened and there's no way that anybody will figure this out. It's not even oh, I can't think of a way. It's I've thought of every way and I've decided that there is no way that anybody's gonna find out. There's a degree of arrogance there and like a major lack of like self-preservation for your own job, like what your role is within the company. For example, it's like, we know there's close relations between Blizzard employees, content creators, other high-end players. I mean, this is something, sure, 100%, right? Like, people play this game for so long, they're going to know people at Blizzard, they're going to be in certain positions, they're going to, be friendly with people at Blizzard or whatever. But there is a very like strict, and it goes both ways, by the way. There's a very strict like line here where if you are working at the company and you have a certain role, you cannot risk telling somebody something or doing something for somebody and it getting out there for your own sake. Like you can't risk that. On the flip side, you should not put somebody in a bad position for your own personal gain. The worst thing that happens to you is maybe you get your account banned, or that's the worst thing. Somebody could end up losing their job for this. This is just not how 24-year-olds who work in entry-level tech roles think. That's unfortunately, you're right. That's true. Esfand will never have to worry about this. If I was ever a GM, I would add mobs to his dungeon. F this guy. Okay. Thank you. Anyway, with all this being said, dude, this is an insane situation, man. Absolutely insane situation. I can't believe it even happened. What do you guys think should happen to the players? What do you guys think should happen to the GM? Yeah, let me know in the comments. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, all that stuff. I do all kinds of stuff here. We talk about a lot of different video games. I do love classic WoW. That's kind of how it all got started for me almost 10 years ago. If you guys like the channel, you guys like what I do, we do literally everything, games, IRL, you name it. We got a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of different things. So follow me everywhere. Everything is EsfandTV, and we'll see you guys next time.